Hey guys, welcome to my review of Batman and Robin, issue number 20. Now, before you guys are going to be like, what? I thought this was titled Batman and Red Hood, issue number 20. That's the title of this video. When I'm doing the reviews, I will still be calling it Batman and Robin in honor of Damian Wayne's death, and also because this series first started off Batman and Robin, and it was supposed to be, you know, Bruce and Damian's kind of like series, and is about them together, and I still want to honor that because that is what this series is. It's not Batman Red Hood, Batman Red Robin, Batman Nightwing. Those are only just guest appearances. I am waiting for that moment when they actually call it Batman Robin again, or when Damian comes back. I will just be so freaking happy. I want this title to still be called Batman and Robin, but of course, you know, Damian's not alive anymore, and there's no more Robin, so they have to change the title of this series, which I find it confusing because this title first started off Batman and Robin. But other than that, yeah, let's get on to the review. So, in the last issue of Batman and Robin, Carrie Kelly was introduced to the main universe, and she could be a potential, you know, Robin. She's actually been hanging out with Damian early on before his death. They've been actually watching movies, playing video games, and doing other various things. And we were also having a guest appearance with Tim Drake, where he was kind of called in by Alfred because Alfred was worried about Bruce, that he might have kind of gone over the edge and he's kind of delusional now over Damian's death. And basically, Damian thwarts Bruce's plans to actually dissect and study Frankenstein's kind of anatomy, so he can take Frankenstein's anatomy so he can, you know, apply it to Damian so he can bring him back to life. But of course, Tim Drake stops him, and you know, that issue just showed how delusional, how crazy Bruce has gone over Damian's death. And it further continues in issue number 20 here. But first, a summary of this issue. We open up with Carrie Kelly yet again, and this time she's, you know, coming to Wayne Manor and just wondering, you know, where's Damian? You know, she asks Bruce, where's Damian? And Bruce gives her the excuse that Damian has gone to study abroad for 7 years. He'll be off in various countries studying, and he won't be back for 7 years. And of course, he's not going to tell Carrie Kelly he's dead. So Carrie Kelly is like, oh, well, okay, but why do you have to do that, though? And of course, Bruce is kind of being really harsh to Carrie and just trying to figure out excuses or making up excuses to basically to tell Carrie Kelly, just go away. We don't need you. We don't need you here. Just go away. And Alfred kind of feels bad for Carrie, so he offers her a job to take care of Titus because she could be, you know, the right candidate to take care of Titus now. You know, after, you know, figuring out that she actually was friends with Damian, she could, you know, take care of Titus. You know, he could pay her and stuff like that, and she agrees. But most of this issue is focused on the dynamic between Jason and Bruce. They team up together to fight off against a group of mercenaries, and these mercenaries basically take up jobs that pays a lot of money. You know, they will assassinate anybody for a large sum amount of money. And one of the members of this mercenary group was he appeared in Batman Incorporated issue number 1, and he was an assassin who tried to kill Damian in that issue, and he's actually part of this group. And of course, now Bruce, of course, he's kind of pissed that, you know, knowing that Damian's dead, he's going to get revenge. He's going after these groups of mercenaries, and he actually stops them. He actually uses this electrode shock kind of thing to destroy the nervous system in their hands, so they can't, you know, they can't use it anymore, meaning they can't wield a gun or any kind of weapon, so they're out of commission forever. So that's how Bruce is getting back at them. And he actually, in the first part of this issue, he closes off the hatred or the tension between him and Jason. Bruce does that. He, you know, accepts him back to the family, and Jason gladly, you know, accepts his apology and comes back. And that's how they team up. But then later on in this issue, he destroys that relationship, or that sense of closure between them, that tension they had. And the tension is brought back because after they take out the group of mercenaries, Bruce decides it's a good idea. Let's go on a field trip. Let's go back to the origins of your death, Jason. Let me bring let me bring you back to the spot where you died, so you can actually tell me how Damien can be brought back to life, because you got brought back to life somehow, so maybe you can remember by me taking you back to your origin of death and destruction. So, you know, like, do you remember? And of course, Jason doesn't remember. He's repulsed by this. He's pissed off. Why the hell do you want to do this? And of course, Bruce tries to force and shove it down Jason's throat, saying like, you know, you got to tell me, you know, how you were brought back to life, or you know, Damien can't have a life anymore, you know. And Jason just like, dude, what the hell, man? And they get into a fist fight, and basically Jason has had enough of Bruce and leaves Bruce alone. He takes the Batmobile, drives off, and basically severing his tie with Bruce in that issue. And in the end of the issue, we have Two-Face flipping a coin, and I'm glad that the next issue is going to be a Two-Face storyline, because I freaking love Two-Face. He's one of my favorite Batman villains. Not most tragic, but one of the most tragic villains in Batman's Rogues Gallery. But other than that, let's get on to my thoughts of this issue. Now, I do have a minor gripe with this issue, and it's the fact that it's about Carrie Kelly. So what I didn't like about it was because of the fact that her appearance in this series is kind of forceful, and it's kind of just saying that, you know, she is going to be Robin. Just accept the fact that she could be a Robin. And I know people wasn't saying that, you know, Roy Harper could be Robin, and people say that they don't want her to be Robin. And I could kind of see that. Roy Harper can be her own hero. She could be Oracle for all I know. Or she could be a replacement for Batgirl, maybe, if Barbara ever gave up her cowl, but who knows. You know, Roy Harper could do her own thing. I accept that. She doesn't have to be Robin. She could be a different sidekick for all I know. But you know, for Carrie Kelly to be coming in now, and it's just kind of forceful, it's just like, it shoves it down my throat that, hey, you know, in the last issue, we put Carrie Kelly in a Robin costume. It's so subtle that, you know, hey guys, wink wink, she used to be Robin. So guess what? She's gonna be Robin in this series. She's going to be the future Robin. Don't worry. This is gonna be such a surprising new story or plot development. Oh, Carrie Kelly becomes Robin. Oh, wow. You know, who didn't see that coming? Is that she's being really, really forced in the series. That she's being integrated into the Bat family way too quickly. Roy Harper, her storyline was kind of fantastic for me. I thought it was a great way to integrate her into Batman's universe. I thought it was well done. With Carrie Kelly, it just seems like she's just thrown in there. Oh yeah, she's friends with Damien. Oh, now she gets to be part of the Bat family. She gets to take care of Titus. She could be Robin in issue number 23, and I did see the preview cover already. And I hope it's not Carrie Kelly in a Robin costume. I'm hoping it's a hallucination of Damian Wayne, and I don't want Damian Wayne to come back alive this soon. As much as I want to, I need a little bit more time for his death to prolong a little bit longer before he comes back. I hope it's a hallucination. I hope it's no other Robin. Please, I swear to God, please don't let it be Carrie Kelly. Because I swear to God, if it is, I'm going to be so pissed. I know it's a rant right now, but that's what I don't like, is that Carrie Kelly is being very, very forced. It's just being really, really forced into this series or this storyline. And I don't know how you guys are feeling about it, but that's how I feel. And I know I feel kind of upset, which I kind of am, because for all I know, it doesn't really matter. Like, that's not the main focus of this issue. And let me get to the good part. What I liked about it was the dynamic between Jason and Bruce, how they basically fixed their relationship, and by the end of this issue, they destroy the relationship, or basically Bruce does that. And I liked how basically Bruce, it just shows how much crazier he's become. That, like, we all know Bruce inside of him. I know if you guys are really big fans of Bruce or Batman, you know in his subconscious, or you know deep down inside, Batman is kind of crazy. You have to accept that fact that he is literally insane. He is not smart, like per se, he is smart, but he's a paranoid freak. The reason why he has plans to take out the Justice League is because he's paranoid. He cannot trust anybody. It's not because he's prepared, it's because he's freaking paranoid. People say that's smart, but people can consider paranoid crazy. And you can say Bruce is kind of nuts. We've seen Bruce gone over the edge before, and he's willing to do whatever it takes to, you know, achieve his goal. If he has to, he would go that far. That's why there's a Robin to set him in his place, put him in his place, that, you know, you can't go this far, that, you know, you have an innocent child that you cannot corrupt by doing this. And now that Bruce doesn't have a Robin anymore, or part of his whole entire Bat family isn't there to support him anymore, he no longer has that moral support, and now he can actually just basically do whatever he wants. He has no morals. He has no... Well, actually, he does have morals, but, you know, he has no sense of boundary anymore. He went as far as to bring Jason Todd back to the place where he died. Are you freaking kidding me? You don't tell me that's freaking nuts. And he goes off saying that if you cared about me, you would tell me how you brought back Jason, how you got brought back, and tell me so I can bring back Damien. It's like, holy crap, dude, just, no. You don't do that to somebody, dude. And it just shows how crazy Bruce and how desperate he has become. And I kind of like that, because it shows what would happen if his son died. If a Robin died, this is how desperate he would be. He wouldn't just be like a crybaby mourning over his death. He's just very desperate. And people can say like, yeah, he's kind of bitchy and moany right now, but that's how he's supposed to be. He is desperate. He doesn't have any feelings. He does not have any remorse towards anybody. He will do whatever it takes. If he pisses off Jason Todd, you think he cares? He only cares about Damien at this point. He doesn't care about anybody. He's pretty cold-hearted, and I think he has a lot of apology or a lot of sorry to say to other members of the Bat family, as they're actually cut apart and they're not part of it anymore. But that's what I liked about this issue. It just shows how desperate he is. And I know people are upset that Jason Todd's hatred towards Bruce is kind of brought back up. But that's kind of what I liked about Jason Todd. It's his dynamic between Bruce, that they have a love-hate relationship. That one moment they'll care about each other. They'll be father and son. Another moment they'll be at each other's throats. But that's what I like about Jason Todd. That's his character. That's what he is. He's not, you know, he's an anti-hero. He's just not a hero anymore. He's an anti-hero, and that's what I liked about him. And that kind of brings him back to being an anti-hero, that he does still have hatred towards Bruce now, that he could have hatred towards Bruce, but that's what I like about it. That's what I like about this issue. What I would rate this issue is 4 out of 5. 4 out of 5. I would say 4 out of 5. It wasn't that bad. Just the Carrie Kelly, I'm ignoring the Carrie Kelly thing, in a relationship between Bruce and Jason was pretty good. I liked it. Other than that, that's my review. Leave your thoughts and comments below, in the comment sections below, and yeah, let me know what you thought about this issue. And yeah, I'll see you guys later. Thanks for watching. See you guys.